In our Parsha, the first mitzvah upon entering into Eretz Yisrael, Som Tasim Alech Melech, the mitzvah of appointing a king, where the Torah says in Parshat Zayin that as much as it's important to appoint a king, we have to make sure that with the Gedulah, with the greatness that the king achieves, we have to have some provisions. They can't have too many horses in order to direct the Am out towards Mitzrayim. They can't have too many women, lo yaber lo nashim, that they shouldn't be focused at a hand, too much money. But that's what they can't have. The king can't have. What does he need to do? Pasuk Yurchet, through Chaf, he has to write a Sefer Torah. And through that Sefer Torah, has to be with him, to learn it, to fear Hashem. Pasuk Chaf, levilti rum levavo me'echav, ulevilti surah min mitzvah yaminu small. There's an amazing Ramban here that says here that here is hinted in the Torah the Isur of Ga'ava. Levilti rum levavo me'echav. Why would it be found here, explains the Ramban? The Isur of Ga'ava, of being a haughty individual, is not limited to a king, but explains the Ramban, if it by the king, who has a level of Gedulah and responsibility, who is not allowed to have Ga'ava, then Kol Shekain Acherim, even more so others, who are not worthy of it, they have to be that much more careful not to express any arrogance. And the Ramban here explains, Ki agava midam miguna. Being arrogant is a terrible quality trait. God hates it, and he quotes the pasuk from Shlomo HaMelech, Toavat Hashem, it's an abomination of Hashem. Hashem, it's abhorrent. Kol gvalev. The Targum Yonatan ben Uziel says it's kol merachik yilev. It's literally the antithesis of what we're trying to achieve now as Elul has begun. Shlomo HaMelech via the Targum Yonatan ben Uziel is saying it's miruchak gava, the essence of gava. It distances us from Hashem. Right now in Zman Elul in Aramaic, I first heard this from a good friend of mine, Rabbi Barry Goldfisher of the Targum Onkelos, at the beginning of Parshas Shlach, where it talks to the Meraglim of to go out Shlach L'chan Hashim v'yaturu et Eretz Canaan. In English we say it's the scout, but if you look at the Targum Onkelos, it's v'yaturu is Elula. Elul is the time of digging deep, of being able to see how to get closer to Hashem. The Rambam in Perush Mishnayos says it's Yemei Bericha El Hashem. Many times we call it Yamim Noraim, the high holidays, the awesome days. The Rambam in the fourth parak of Perush Mishnayos in Rosh Hashanah says these are the days where you're not running from Hashem, you're running towards Hashem. And that is one of the ways, is through making sure that we're working on midot in general, and specifically with Ga'ava. And here, the Rambam, I had the pleasure of discussing with my brother-in-law, Zevi Reinitz, who was learning Parak Bet of Hilchot Deyot, and he quoted to me, he made a beautiful diuk. And anytime we're working on anything, we have to make sure that it's not a sha'kol yebid varo, a general tipul, a general treatment. But each person is different, and we have to make sure that we're working on ourselves. So where the Rambam in Parak Bet of Hilchot Deyot talks about that there are different types of people, he says, within the midot, how do we fix certain midot? He talks about, sorry about that, he talks about the Choli Aguf, he says, Ketzar hu refuatam. And he says, a person who's a Baal Chimah, if you're a hothead, Omrim lo. You tell him, you give him advice, Lahanhig atzmo, how to be able to desensitize yourself, to lead the way, till you don't even feel when somebody insults you. But then he says, V'imaya gavalev, person who's arrogant. There's no omrim lo there. The Rambam doesn't say the word omrim lo, because a lot of times when a person's arrogant, as the Gemara in Sota says, Hashem says, I can't live b'kfifa achat, in the same world, in the same basket. Because a lot of times the problem of gava is that you are a center, as opposed to being theocentric. And here comes the Rambam and says, I understand that you're not going to be able to listen to other people. So at least at the beginning, there's no omrim lo, but yanhi gatzmo. Make sure you lead yourself. Bizayon harbe. V'yashiv limitam min hakol. Lamata min hakol, excuse me. V'yobash bluyes chavot hamivazot elov she'em v'chayotzi b'dvarim ha'elu. Ad shiakor gova levi menu. Until you're able then to go to the middle path. You have to do actions to be able to say that arrogance is uncalled for. The only time a person, definitely if there's a certain amount of dignity that you have to carry yourself with. But we learn from our Parsha in this very special time of El, the importance of how to fix the gava. The Rambam says here that it's doing actions to be able to uproot the gava. But the simple pshat and pasuk is also, which is also true. It's not only doing those actions to uproot that arrogance, where he talks about almost belittling yourself. You have to do that busy root. But the simple pshat and the pasuk is what? Through learning Torah. Learning Torah, vaya imo, vaita imo v'kara vo kol yemei chayav. And this will be what? Leviltirum levavo me'echav. The concept of the proper way that we learn Torah has to be part of the tshuva experience of being able not to be that Baal Gaiva. And that's what the Orach Chaim HaKadosh says based on the parak, Kinyan HaTorah, the 6th parak, that when you learn Torah Lishma, it's milbashto anava v'yirah. That through the Kriyas HaTorah, through the learning that we will do for the next 40 days, it should help us make sure that we become more of an anav. And through that, Bezrat Hashem, we will fulfill not only Elul in the Aramaic sense, but in the concept of being able to be Yemei Bricha El Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.